ARC Sports.
Hey, welcome back, man.
Welcome back.
How was your vacation?
I was here.
You were here yesterday.
It was one day. Oh, relax. Welcome into ARC's PDX Sports, good people. Tyree Smith, alongside I have my gorgeous, muscular, very tall co-host, Guillermo Moda. He's 6 foot, so I guess that's taller than me. So,
yeah,
whatever.
a whole foot taller.
All right. Anyways, Guillermo, you had a very important conversation with Mayor Keith Wilson this week, right?
Yeah, over the last few months, there's been so many rumors about the Trailblazers moving, potentially moving. Yeah. Willamette Week put out that one web article and, that one thing that we all saw about Damian Lillard and wearing the Sonics colors. So I wanted to take it up to Mayor Wilson and be like, hey, what's going to happen with the Moda Center? Do we need a renovation? Do we need a new building? And this is what he had to say. When you look at the Moda Center today, one of the oldest arenas in the entire country, how do you feel about that?
I think that this is a huge opportunity for us to kind of reimagine, to see what we could do with this, but with the goal of always making it the most state-of-the-art facility in the U.S.
Just from your personal opinion, maybe your mayor input into it, but would you want a new arena or just renovate the Moda Center and keep its core?
So I think this has always been the address where everything happens, whether it was the 77 Blazers who won the championship and all the concerts. I think this address in our city has always been kind of our entertainment center where everybody comes to. I think if we look at reimagining this facility here, we could do something special. I don't know if we have to always think about adding or building something new when we have such a classic, important address in the city.
What do you hope happens in the next few years with the new owners coming to the town for the Portland Trailblazers, for the Portland Fire, and for the Moda Center?
But this, it's important to really get a great owner in here. Somebody who's going to really just use this as a catalytic moment to just take the Blazers to the next stage, the next level of success. But when you think about the Coliseum and then you've got the Moda here, you have two venues to do extraordinary things. The Blazers can be that draw, that 41 games a year opportunity. Now you have the Fire as well. You have these opportunities to fill this 365 days a year. I want an owner who shares my vision of this not just being the Blazers town or the Fire town, but where this begins to draw everybody, not only from Portland, but from all 36 counties, from Southwest Washington, where we fill this 365 days a year. And so that income then generates restaurant meals, and it's hotel stays. So this begins the renaissance of our city that we all want to be a part of, that really engagement, exciting, vibrant location. And I think we have an opportunity with this owner to really turn the corner on Portland to be that sort of really important team that we build together.
All right, I need your raw reaction. When you heard that, the Portland Trailblazers have new owners now, how does that make you feel? What was your reaction?
I'm excited. I think I share everybody's sort of concern when we hear that the Blazers are being sold. There's this talk about, are they going to stay in Portland? Are they not going to stay in Portland? Anybody who buys the Blazers would be crazy not to keep them in Portland, because Portland and the Blazers are really one in one. The brand is important. We all love, we all support, we've all grown up with the Blazers. When I heard that they had sold, and then I had the honor of speaking with the potential new owner, I realized he's committed to Portland, but he's not just committed to being the Blazers owner. He's committed to keeping the Blazers here, and he's committed to making it even more of a braided part of our fabric. So I'm excited.
Did you have any say on that? Like, did you tell him, like, hey, keep the team in Portland, like, help us out? Or is it just his true intentions to keep the team in Portland?
Yeah, when I spoke to him, that was in the back of my mind. What's the intent? Because this is a business deal. It's as much as a business as it is a family. But when I spoke to him, really, we defaulted to trust with one another. And it was an hour-long conversation. And he told me how excited he is about the brand. He told me about the excitement in Portland and the opportunity. He wants the Blazers to be that central figure in Portland, but then he started talking about an entertainment district. He started talking about partnering with Rukiah Adams and the 1803 Fund. He started talking about re-envisioning Albina and bringing the community together. These aren't things that somebody's just looking at the bottom line. He was looking at community building. And isn't that what the Blazers have always been about? Right? It's about family. And he went right to the family conversation. So he got it, and he understands the partnership with the city, and he is focused on entertainment, and so are we. So I think it's going to be a great partnership.
Man, what a great talk, G.
Yeah, we're talking about the playoffs, but
I mean, oh, whatever. Point is good conversation, and there's still more of that conversation coming up.
Needs a facelift, and it's best to reimagine rather than move and get a brand new place. And he says it's priority for him in his office for the Moda Center and the Blazers to stay in Portland. Take a listen. How much of a priority is it to focus on the Moda Center and continue building this space for you?
The Blazers are an absolute priority for Portland. Talking to the governor, and when you see Senator Wyden, we are all talking together. The way this gets done and done well is a public-private partnership. We all have to be at the table because it's not just a new owner. It's about us coming together to make this just not about a team, but rebuilding this neighborhood, which will rebuild our community. And if we all do it together, we can really envision Portland to be something very special, which it is.
Slowly but surely, renovations are coming to the Moda Center. Does that inspire you to, get your hands in the cookie jar a little bit more?
Well, it's not just the Moda Center and those state-of-the-art scoreboard, but when you look at what's going on at the Memorial Coliseum, the Coliseum has its largest renovation to date since it was built in the 60s. And so we're all in with investing, and the city is there helping. Yes, it gets me excited. These are improvements we're making in the Moda Center right now, but they will serve as the beginning of the improvements that we're going to make to really focus on this. And I'll go back to state-of-the-art. This facility has got to be one of the best draws, not only for the team, but other teams and concerts and so on and so on. The renovation isn't just about Moda. If there's a concert in San Francisco and they're going to go to Seattle, we need them to stop in Portland, but we want this community, this engagement, this facility to be such a draw where it's not an afterthought, it's a primary thought. Hey, if we're doing San Francisco, if we're doing Seattle, we're stopping in Portland because it happens to be one of my favorite places with the best venue, with the best group of community and engagement that we can have.
I do have to ask you about the Portland Diamond Project. I don't know how involved you are in it, but it seems like every day there's like extra motion into it.
Right.
Fox just released a possible realignment of what that could look like. The Portland Diamond Project excites people.
Yes.
How much input will you have, or how much weight will your word have on the Portland Diamond Project and where it could be located, what kind of team we can bring?
Right. So the Portland Diamond Project is just one more catalytic move. So when you think about the Blazers, we just added the fire. We just added the most exciting ticket in the United States right now, and that's women's professional basketball. Now you add the thought of MLB and all the opportunities to go from a $5 seat all the way to a couple $100 with that view, and you start bringing all those people to Portland, you start bringing them from the outlying counties, you start bringing them from Southwest Washington. It creates this excitement in Portland. I look at it as an opportunity to build businesses and families. We're a really good small business town. Major League Sports brings big businesses. Imagine one business moving to Portland that will have 500 people. Now that really allows us to start really building jobs up, economic activity. It brings everybody forward and everybody up. MLB is something I see as one more feather in that cap that just says that Portland has arrived. Portland is focused on growth. Portland is focused on family. Portland is focused on entertainment and really being the entertainment capital of our nation as well.
A lot of people have described the Portland Trailblazers and the Portland Fire as promising. The Trailblazers for being such a young core and the Portland Fire for being reborn. How would you describe not only the Portland Fire, the Trailblazers, but the sports scene in Portland?
I think it's vibrant. When you start throwing in, let's be clear, we're also talking about the Pickles. We're talking about the Thorns. We're talking about the Timbers. I'm more excited about Portland than I've ever been in a long time. Certainly as your mayor, I'm going to be a huge salesperson and proponent. But when I walk out in the community, whether it's at Providence Park or if it's around the Rose Quarter here, I see hope and excitement. And anytime we can cheer for our teams, but what it does is it draws you on transit, on the bus, on the MAX. It gets everybody moving, and it gets us all sort of working in that same direction. Sports brings us together. And I want the city to be the backdrop of building our families, our friends, and the hope for the future.
How cool is it to have that partnership or that relationship with Ron that you guys can basically push together the sports scene here?
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out to Senator Wyden. He just, you know, when the Blazers were selling, I think he had an opinion piece or a comment just like within 24 hours. He was focused on keeping the Blazers here. He's such a huge proponent. He's so passionate, and he's the right guy to be leading. But along with Senator Wyden is Governor Kotek. She and I talk often, and she's like, what are we doing? What's our plan? How should we coordinate together? So when you think about it, our state legislators in this, our city council is part of this, we have our Metro Council, our county commissioners, we are all really rowing in this together. That's what makes our city and our region so successful. It's not just one, it's not just the mayor, but I can turn to others for help, both in terms of funding, support, excitement. It's not just me, it's all of us working together. It starts with the owner of the Blazers. Now we have that sort of part of the equation figured out. We are going to wait for several months to see how the NBA reacts, but talking to Adam Silver, the commissioner, he's supportive of Portland. Our team at the City of Portland is working closely with them. I think we are in a wait and see, but do our best effort to make sure everybody knows that we're in it to win it, and the Rose Quarter is central to our community, and start bringing everybody together. So I'd say let's just kind of keep moving forward with a positive focus, get our owner figured out, and then go all in together with them to reimagine this to continue to be the central location for all of Portland to convene and bring our families.
Oh, man. Keith, we appreciate your time. He's a fun time.
Yep, it is.
He also had that elite ball knowledge like we talked about earlier.
That jersey, too.
Come on now.